Hello, hello. How are you all? It's Val. I just wanted to share a couple of little makes that I have had here. I've been working on a new series, so trying to challenge myself with something a bit different and something a little bit smaller. Well, this one's just a little bit chunky, but not too bad. This one is actually thinner, but larger. So, I don't know what to call this series. I've been kind of struggling in my mind what to call it, and I'll explain to you, first of all, what inspired me to make this series. This inspired me. It's Denison's gummed cloth mending tape, and it's really, really cool. And I don't know the age on this, but I know it is vintage for sure. But I enjoyed using it because I thought, what am I going to use this for? But then something else that inspired me was this book that I had found, a long time ago, probably in an antique shop, or I don't know where I found it, but here's somebody's old syllabus, and the writing in it is really neat. Now, this is not a book I wanted to take apart. I just kind of liked it as is, the way it is. But this Denison looked like it would, it was this. And I thought, wow, that's really neat. And you can tell, I've used some on this roll. It was a lot thicker when I started. And then I had this little piece, which came off something. It's really old, but I thought, well, that looks exactly like that would fit on that as well. So anyway, I wanted to make something because I was so inspired by this little antique book that I thought, yeah, let's do something similar, use up this Denison tape. And I had so many of these postcards. This is just one of the handfuls I grabbed. I've got loads and loads of them. I even have books of them. So I thought, well, let's get those out of here too. Somebody can use them. Somebody can write on them. Somebody can use them for collage. Somebody can use them for whatever they want. And I was thinking, well, what do I make? And when I was looking at this little book, I was thinking, I wonder where somebody dug this little book up. I mean, did it come in a trunk? Was it in an attic? Where was it? Somebody saved it for a long, long time. And I was thinking, well, I want to make something similar, something that someone would come across in an old trunk and find. And so I toyed with the idea of calling these Found, the Found series. But just let me know what you think. I don't know. Maybe you have some ideas after you look at these. Maybe to share in the comments, because I'm not really sure what to call this series. Maybe this is no name series. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to share this one. So let me move this one off to the side. This was the first one that I made. And, I used the Denison mending tape here and used up some vintage ribbon that I had, or maybe this is trim, I don't know, trim, ribbon. Anyway, we used it. And I like the idea of putting the little clip here, because that way you know exactly where the ribbon goes and how to tie it up if you wish to do that. So these came from the Graphics Fairy. Love using their digital bits and pieces. And so a lot of this is Graphics Fairy, not all of it, but a lot of it is. And I've added some beautiful little photographs and things like this. So this one, did I not tell you? It's the Flower Lover's Notebook. So in that trunk, somebody liked flowers. Somebody saved a whole bunch. Let me see if I can pull you up just a bit there. Sorry about my background. It is really busy. But anyway, somebody wanted to collect all kinds of things that they thought was beautiful. Maybe they wanted to make a garden. Maybe this is their garden and they took a picture of it. I don't know. I was just kind of going off that. Here's one of those vintage old postcards, and still wanted to leave room for someone to write in. I just put just different bits and pieces here, made like a belly band here, and printed up some ephemera here. And this is not old, but it was so pretty. And I collaged a few little pieces on there that was just floating around. I stained my papers, and yeah, all these little things that you can use to write on. And I thought that would be so neat if somebody took these little books and just wrote all over them. I thought how neat that would be. It doesn't matter what your writing looks like, but that somebody used them and, you know, just went with it and made notes or maybe little sketches or whatever they wanted to do in this little book. And all the cards are filled up with writing. Wouldn't that be really neat? So that was kind of my thought on that. And yeah, I collaged some of the pages, as you probably could see there. Put belly bands because I was thinking I really want someone to use this book. And it's not like you have a super lot invested in it. So that was my other thought, was shipping is so high. I wanted to make something that someone could enjoy without paying a huge price in shipping. And yeah, I thought these would ship so well and so easily. And yeah, and so yeah, I didn't count how many pages I had here, but I am sure that I will list that in my Etsy, all the details. So yeah. Oh, I used some antique wallpaper. I just love that wallpaper, and I've used it sparingly, but I need to use it. And oh, Nellie is behind me. I think she's probably seeing a squirrel or something. So yeah. Oh, this is an envelope. This is a little envelope. I don't know. Oh yeah, there is something in here. It's a little tag that I made with some antique paper. So I'm just gonna slip that back there like that. And put that in here like that. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, I hope you guys like these. I'm kind of out of breath because I've been running around like crazy this morning, and I really wanted to get a video done for you. So here is a little tag I made, and then I put a little band on it so that you could have extra writing room. And whoops, I'm gonna slip that under here. There we go. So I hope you guys have been all right. I've been working away, and I have been enjoying this series. I made a little, like a little pocket here, and this, look at this little girl. I've got to pull her out. She's so sweet. She's holding all kinds of flowers, and she looks mighty happy about that. That photo was an inspiration for this little journal as well. And she fits right down in there like that. And I like how you can write on the little flap too. And of course underneath. And more things in that little tuck there. And I stamped some of the pages just to give them a little something something. And I think that this might be Ruby and Pearl, but I'm not really sure. I am so bad when I print out digitals. I am so bad. I just go into my file and print them out. Here's some more of that old wallpaper. I just love it. I love how it feels. And here's a couple little pieces here on this little tuck. And yeah, this one is a little simple journal that I hope someone will enjoy. Here's a little vintage postcard. I did put a back on it. Probably it was messed up on the back. I think it probably was glued into a scrapbook or something. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, this one that I just shared with you is my first one, number 1, and it's the Flower Lovers Notebook. So again, all the details are in my Etsy. All right, let's go on to the second one. Okay, so here is the second one in this series of no name, which I hope we can find a name for. But this is number 2. And this one, let's see, she is, and I wrote down the size. She is 7 1/4 by 4 1/2-ish. I think she might be a little bit shy of 4 1/2 here. But this one is the Textile Collectors. So it would be the Textile Collectors little journal or notebook. But anyway, let's open her up. She's got a vintage ribbon here. So I think I put this one in a knot, which I did. So yeah, come on, Val. Let me see if I can get this one. Okay, I had to pause for a second while I did that. And so actually I wanted to leave this here on that, but so that comes off very easily once you untie the knot. So yeah, the Textile Collectors notebook. Yeah. So yeah, I love to collect textiles. So this was a no-brainer for me to do this one. But I was thinking on all these little pieces, which I think this came from the Graphics Fairy, if I remember correctly. But yeah, a lot of writing room is what I'm trying to say. So extra writing room. Instead of journal cards, you have all these little textile samples to journal on. And then this is not original, but I thought it would make a really nice journaling space here. So I put it like that. And then I put all these pieces of cloth on these little cards that I had. Yeah, this is printed as well. I think this might have been printed off my, some of my collection. I don't know. Or it could have come off somebody's digitals. Can't remember. But anyway, yeah, so a lot of little writing room on these little cards. And I put these across because I did staple these and I didn't want anybody to get hurt on those staples. So yeah, safety, gotta have safety. But there is plenty of space here to write. And yeah, which is what we want to do. Another one here, which I'm not going to take out, but you get the idea. Just like our writing room, don't we? Stamped a little bit there on the bottom, here as well. And here's another. These were put on a digital that was originally scanned to have cloth on it, but I put actual cloth over it. But you can always, you know, maybe jot something underneath if you want to hide whatever you want to write. And then, yeah, here's another one. And another invoice there that is I printed up so that you can write on that too as well. And here is a page that you can write on. And oh yeah, I included this lady. She looks like she might be a textile collector for sure. I hope you like this series. I enjoy doing it so much, and yeah, I just wanted to give you just something that you could have, that you could write all over, and it wasn't so, you know, thick, and something that you could pop into a pocket or a bag, and yeah, just keep maybe in an old trunk. Yeah, so some more of that old wallpaper that I love. And yeah, so I hope you like the Textile Collector, and I hope you like the other one that I shared as well. And I'll just give you another look-see once I put this back on. I will pause you, and then I will give you another look-see of what they look like again. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you are interested, these are in my Etsy. And anyway, being that I said this is a series, and as of this point with no name, but this is a series, I think I would love to do more in different ways and different styles, and just let me know what you think. I hope you like them. Thank you again for joining me. Till next time. Bye.